Previously, we wrapped these fog lights in yellow tint, and I said we would put them on the car on a later day. Well, the time's come. I'm getting ready to put them on the car. Before we put them on the car, I want to clean up these brackets. So right here, I'm just trying to take the housing off the metal brackets. There's only a couple screws holding it around, and I'm just using a Phillips to take it off. So right now I'm taking the brackets and I'm cutting off these little studs. There's 2 studs on each bracket, and it's a common problem where when you take them off the car, the studs usually snap and the remaining piece is just too short to secure the bracket. So what a lot of people do, and what I'm doing, is I'm grinding it off, and then I'm going to drill a hole where the stud was and just run a nut and bolt, and that's going to work just fine. Okay, so I've managed to drill out the holes for the brackets, and it took a very long time because my drill bits are not very sharp. It's not super thick metal, but yeah, just my drill bits are pretty garbage. So I bought some new bolts, nuts and bolts to put through these, but before we go ahead and assemble this, these are pretty rusty, especially on the bottom half of it, and I decided I wanted to strip that off, and I'm going to be using some white vinegar. This is super cheap, and I've done it before to remove rust, and it works really well. So I'm just going to submerge these in vinegar and then leave it for like a day, and it should clean up most of it. I cut up this bottle because I tried to see if it would fit in here, but it did not. But I found this container, and it fits most of it, just the tops these stick out, but like these have like no rust on it, so that doesn't really bother me. So I'm gonna wash this container out first. Yeah, and I'm gonna fill it up a bit more, and then we'll leave this overnight. Right, it's the next day. The water looks pretty cloudy. Something definitely happened. It's a lot of white stuff. Not really what I was hoping for. Regardless, this should have softened up whatever rust is here, so let's hit this with the wire brush real quick. So this is how they look like after a bit of sanding with the wire brush. It's definitely not perfect. There's still rust here and there, but it is a lot better, which is all I really wanted, was it just to be a lot better. So I don't want to put any more effort or time into this. So we're just gonna hit these with some primer. This is metal etching primer, so hopefully it'll stop most of the rust from coming back. I know it will, a little bit still, but it should take a really long time to get as bad as it was. So just some metal etch primer and then some black paint, and then we can slap these on the car. So the brackets have been painted. I gave them 2 coats. They look pretty good. So before we put on the brackets and take off the bumper, I want to make sure the fog lights actually work. Now this car already had fog lights before, I'm pretty sure, because if we look at the thing here, this stick already has the switch for the fog lights. It's this one right here, should be. Yeah, this is the one. That should be it. So I believe this car already had fog lights. If your Celica didn't have fog lights, you can still do this. You just need to get that switch plus a relay that goes under the dash, and then it should just work. The plugs are all there. Okay, so they're not turning on, which makes me think of a couple things. I'm not getting a light on the dash either for when I turn the switch, so I want to check the fuses. And I'm pretty sure the fog light fuse should be behind this panel. Somewhere. I know it's in here somewhere. Okay, right here, 15A, number 29. That is the front fog lights. Okay, now I need some pliers and pull that out. So it should be this fuse right here. I can't tell if this is blown or not. Oh wait, no, that's totally blown. Okay, best way to do it, shine it up at the sky. It's not touching, they're not connected. 100%. Okay. I was really scared, I thought something else was wrong. So let's swap that real quick. So this is a clip from later on. It turns out the problem was the bulbs I had in the fog lights were actually burnt out, so I just replaced them with some cheap LEDs, and this is how they look. I don't have any other clips of how it looked at night, but here's some photos in the daytime. I really like how the yellow looks. It just adds a subtle touch. You barely see it from the bumper, but yeah, I'm pretty happy with it, and that's how it's gonna be for now.